Welcome to Sports Talk is McKimmie, the #1 rated podcast in Gaspoo, Arkansas. And we are back in Arkansas in our luxurious studios, from a top secret location to talk about the national championship, college football, Mike. It's time to do our picks.
It's good to be back, Dave. It's good to be back in Arkansas. Quick turnaround from the Ohio River. Still wild game. And then we came home. We're going to talk about some NFC. We saw some football the next day. But what about tonight? I think we're on the same page. As we look tonight, as we make our quick picks here. I just can't help. I can't help but pick Alabama. Nick Saban, the pedigree, the line is where I think they're going to win it. Offensive line, defensive line. One word, Dave: penetration.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be hard to stop on the offensive line, but I really do think it's going to be a good game. I think Clemson is a lot better than a lot of people give him credit for. I really think it's going to be a good competitive game. To me, though, Nick Saban in the big game, he's hard to beat. He wants that 4th championship in 7 years. He's wanting to cement his legacy as one of the greatest college football coaches of all time. I think it's going to be a battle, though. To me, out of all the teams in the ACC, the Clemson team is probably more SEC than any other team in the ACC, Mike.
Well, they're that quick team. The SEC is, the fastest conference in the country. And Clemson has almost, this year, gotten to a point where they have out-SEC'd, as you're referring to, most of the SEC teams. So I think if they get to that corner, if they can beat the defensive end out to the corner on that pass read, then who knows? There'll be little slants open. They've got fast backfield. They got a Heisman level quarterback. In my opinion, probably should have won the Heisman Trophy, but that's another. We're looking at Henry for Alabama, workhorse. Heisman Trophy winner. Either one of these guys. We've got 2 Heisman-worthy candidates on the field today, and I think Clemson is going to give them a run for their money. But it's so tough to go against that recipe that Nick Saban seems to have year in and year out. He's going to pound it. He's going to pound it, and he's going to pound it down the throats of those quicker, smaller teams.
Well, and I think Clemson is going to be, I think Clemson's really going to hang with them for a while, because when you have a running game like that, you might not see it in the first quarter, you might not see it in the second quarter, but late third quarter, fourth quarter, that offensive line of Alabama and the running game is eventually, I think, going to wear Clemson down, and what's going to make the difference. So I'm going to just say, we'll say 35-28, Alabama's going to be my pick for tonight.
Okay, well, I'm thinking along the lines that Clemson keeps it close early, maybe even gets out to a lead, and as you were referring to, Alabama wears them down, but I think they do it a little bit more quickly. I think they take the lead early in the third quarter and run away and take a 38-17 victory and get what I think is probably the most beautiful of all the trophies that exist in major sports.
Well, Mike, we're going to get on to the game. Before we get on the game, one real fast shout-out. Got to do a shout-out to our boy, the Beefcake, Tucker Coots tonight. Back-to-back threes. He was as cool as the other side of the pillow. He was in fuego. You couldn't stop him. You could only hope to contain him. He was the man tonight. Congratulations, Tucker Coots, for hitting those threes tonight. And look forward to seeing your next game. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it tonight, but we'll be back in just a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and start the game, and I think we'll be back to talk some more college football recap, and we'll also be back to talk the NFC playoffs about the craziness of Sunday. So we'll be right back here on Sports Talk is McKimmie.